Welcome, Aries. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for May the 25th through to the 31st, 2015. My name is Tilly. Welcome to Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to the cards, let me just take a moment to thank you for all the support that you give me each and every day. It is truly appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's get to the cards, though, because really we have some beautiful cards on the board here for you. We have the Ten of Pentacles as our main card. So this is your yes card. This is you know, it might be through decisions that you make this week, understanding where there's imbalances in your life, that you really push forward in bringing in balance in your life. I think this is very much a week of bringing things into balance or understanding where there needs to be balance in your life. Okay, we start with the Two of Swords, actually, and the Two of Swords is balance, right? Twos are balance. We have actually the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles together. So it's all about your imbalance. It's, you know, you might be looking at making some decisions in your life this week in order to incorporate some balance into your life, bring some balance into your life. You may see where there isn't balance, where there is confusion, where there is illusion, and making some strong decisions on how to go forward. Now, it's hard decisions. These aren't easy decisions to make this week, and you might not even actually be making the decision. You might be more of investigating, pulling in information, getting a better understanding of what you need to do in order to go further, in order to prosper, in order to manifest the things that you really truly want in your life. We have the Two of Pentacles here, which really talks about an imbalance. Now, you are holding a pentacle or a coin in each of your hands. You do have a ship coming in on both sides of you. So this isn't an imbalance of bad and ugly. This is a balance of good and better, and it's how to bring that balance into your life. So you might be putting too much energy into work and not enough in your home life or your love life or your spiritual life. And you really need to reflect. You really need to take time to meditate or pray, or at least pull away some quiet time and give some thought to where you are really pushing yourself with your energy, where you are really pushing yourself and giving more time or more energy than is really needed, okay? And how you can really readjust your energy so that there's more of a balance, more of a flow throughout all of your life, okay? Whether it's in spirituality, in love, in work, in finances, in the community. It's understanding where you are putting your energy. So really take the time out this week to meditate, to look at your life, look at your routine, where you're putting all your energy, where you're spending the most time, and if it's really needed, if it's really warranted, that you really need to put all that energy and time into a certain area. Now, if I actually count down two, we go to the Six of Pentacles. So really where the imbalance may be is the giving of yourself, your time, your resources, and what you get back in return. So look at your relationships this week. Look at where you give. Look at where you give your time, your energy, your resources. And are you really getting a return for your giving? Or do you really need to change that energy and change your focus into another area of where the giving and what you give and how you give it is appreciated, if you're respected through it, if it comes back to you, making sure it's not a one-way street. Absolutely. Now, in between those two cards, we have the Sun, which definitely speaks that you really need to make sure that it brings you happiness, it brings you joy, it brings you balance in your life. Okay, so it's not so much about the other people in your life and how it affects them, okay, because sometimes when we get that imbalance card, the Two of Pentacles, where we're giving too much time to work and not enough time to home or family life or love, very often it's looking at the other person, how the other person is actually suffering or feeling like they're being ignored in some way. That's not the case this week. This is bringing your world into balance, bringing your happiness to the front of the focus. So where you need to improve your life so that you are really feeling the happiness, that you are really feeling the security of what you're doing and why you're doing it. Now, we have the Nine of Wands on the other side of that. Okay, so this is a lot of anxieties that can come up. And this card is beautiful because it talks about your anxieties, but more so it talks about how you don't really need to have those anxieties in your life, that you really need to change your focus or your perception on what you've been going through, wherever the road has been hard. And understanding that it has been so that you gain more wisdom, more understanding, more clarity in your life. Okay, we can't possibly have the wisdom in order to go forward successfully if we haven't gone through the part of our life of what we don't want in our life. Okay, and we usually learn that through our hard lessons. So when we look at this card, we look at the wands as all the different areas where we have stress in our life, where we have anxiety in our life, where we don't think we did enough or said enough or have been enough. In a certain situation with certain people, in our communication perhaps. The one that she holds is so gnarled and twisted at the bottom, but yet there is growth on the top, as there is growth with every one of those ones. So it's really sending the message that where you feel that you have anxiety in your life, where you feel that you're not pushing through effectively, or you're not getting your message across, or you're not making the right decisions, or things aren't coming together as with a flow, with a flow, to understand that it really is. Okay, and you really need to just look at it from a different perspective, understand it from a different way, and understand that whatever anxieties are in your life, it's only to bring awareness to what you need to do and how you need to do it, and how you need to approach it. And maybe your approach hasn't been the best, but it's through learning and understanding that there is a different way to approach a situation shows that you actually learned from that lesson. You won't have to repeat that lesson. That you can move forward now, that you can have a clarity and understanding going forward. We have temperance right beside it. So it definitely talks to the more you focus on your anxieties and looking at it through a new set of eyes, maybe having conversations with other people around your anxieties in order to gain a clarity and understanding will also bring you a balance, will also bring you an understanding, will also bring you a firmer foundation on which to stand and go forward. And then, of course, we end off the week with the Nine of Pentacles. This is your new day dawning. So if you really use the energy well this week, and I wouldn't actually be making any firm decisions this week. It looks like with this card as your end card that maybe towards the end of the week or as you go into next week, you have a clearer understanding of how you actually want to go forward in order to have that new day dawning. Definitely your intuition will be higher, but this shows a well-being in finances, in love, in your spirituality, in the beauty of who you are. So, until we meet again, remember, I do love you.